Welcome, Gemini, to your end of the month reading for October. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Okay, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with you at the end of October. You guys are celebrating Halloween. Happy Halloween to each and every one of you, and I hope you have a safe, great time. The end of October. The Strength card coming out. Due to some kind of procrastination and delay. So it's almost like you're trying to keep bad news. Trying to keep your strength alive over here and keep yourself as open as possible. Kind of like, right? Because there's some bad news that's coming in that's causing a little bit of conflict between you and someone else. Could definitely be in Aries. Doesn't have to be. Could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. Doesn't have to be, though. But it's definitely talking about this frustration. Someone's holding off on this situation and causing a conflict due to some kind of bad news. Let's see why. It looks like you're trying to hold it together over here as they're telling you in all this bad news. There's some kind of inevitable end that's going on. But it looks like there's some kind of recovery, and it just feels like you're just keep going. It feels like you just keep on going strong over here, trying to resist this situation. It almost feels like you're kind of learning the lesson from this person. Just kind of like standing, it's kind of like you're just standing in the back going, yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. And keeping yourself strong. Yeah, you have this stability going on over here where they may have lost their job or had a missed opportunity, but it's almost like you get it, but they're trying to keep you in balance in this situation. They're overcommitted to this situation, but they're very disorganized, and it just feels like because they're dropping the ball, they're very disorganized within this situation. It's almost like they're trying to put this overwhelming situation on your shoulders, and it's kind of frustrating to you. But even though you're in frustration, you're still like I said, keeping your strength, around you, just kind of like, okay, out of the conflict, I get it. Because that's what it really feels like, Capricorn, is you're just kind of like, yeah, I get it. Right? I'm adapting to the situation. You want to keep dropping the ball. And it's almost like the more that they keep doing this reckless behavior, they're frustrating you, but it's almost like their inconsistency is not showing anything but just that. So now it just feels like they're kind of holding out over here and kind of holding off, or you are, and not wanting to participate in any kind of conversations. Eight of Wands in reverse. So you're like, I'm just doing me. I'm not texting you. I'm not writing you. I'm staying silent, staying calm in my own energy, because it feels like the more that they keep coming towards you, the more they're trying to upset you. And it's kind of crazy because in your head, I mean, literally just me seeing it, it almost feels like they're trying to do that. Are they trying to piss me off? Right? Are they, I mean, it feels like they really are trying to piss you off. It's almost like, I know this is going to piss them off. Let's do it. Are they really doing that? Probably not. But boy, it sure does feel that way. It's just because they're so disorganized. It's like they're like disorganized crime. It's like, God. For some of you, it has something to do with contribution. Contributing factors. Are they contributing to the house? Are they contributing to the money? Are they contributing to working? Are they contributing to the relationship? But it's just kind of like, it does feel like a learning lesson in its own way. More like the learning lesson for you is kind of like back up, step back, be quiet, and let them do what they want to do because they're just being reckless. Really feels reckless. I have two cards of recklessness. Don't tell me this isn't reckless. Whatever they're doing, it's reckless, and you know it's reckless. And even engaging in a conversation with them feels reckless. Because it just feels like no matter what you're going to say, they have a word for it. They have a comeback. They've always got an excuse. That's what it is. Thank you. They've always got an excuse. Okay, so let's see. Absolutely. It could be dealing with a fire sign for sure. I think we've already come to that conclusion. I have the Queen of Clubs here, so this is a Leo energy, but it could be Leo, Sagittarius, or an Aries. It doesn't have to be, but right now we're going to call your person Leo. Let's just do so, since that's the first court card to come out. Actually, it's not. Actually, had Aries over there. Whatever. It's Leo now. Okay, so this is, yeah. It's almost like they're exploiting themselves for their own gain. What? Or exploiting you for their own gain. Oh. I see a taking advantage situation coming. If it's not already even here, right? Like, nope, it's been here for a while. I really do see taking advantage of the situation. For some of you, it's that they cannot get themselves to keep a job. They keep dropping the ball. I see the Pentacle is like the ball. I'm dropping the ball. I'm dropping the ball. And you over here are still doing good on your Pentacles. And for cross watchers, remember, it can always be the other way around. You can always flip the energies. With the Enterprise over here, yeah, exploiting themselves for the Enterprise. So they're saying that they're waiting for their ships to come in, and you're probably sitting over here like, okay, if you sit on the couch for this long, how are you going to have ships come in? How many jobs are you going to go through? There's something going on over here where it feels like you're being taken advantage of. But it just feels like all of a sudden, I'm just going to say it, all of a sudden at the end of the month, they're going to pop up off that couch. Just an idea, right? They're going to pop up off that couch and they're going to be like, I've got it. I've got this grand idea. Because all of a sudden their courage is going to come back with the Three of Wands and they're going to put their hand on this other opportunity. They're like, I'm done dropping the ball. I've totally got this now. Could be even a work-related situation where they keep getting the paperwork all screwed up. But it's all of a sudden they gain this courage. The courage to get back out to working, their courage to actually do something or do whatever it is without dropping the ball. However, take it how it resonates for you. But they definitely are finding the courage. It's like all of a sudden around, Halloween time, we'll say, all of a sudden they're just like, oh my gosh, I got this. And they get this crazy idea. What is this crazy idea? They do. They have this crazy idea. I mean, I don't know what the crazy idea is, but they get this crazy, kind of like a hair up their butt type of scenario. You got a wild hair up your butt. What did you do? What happened? Oh, I found my destiny. I found my cure. I found what it is I need. I have this idea. I have this dream. I'm going to go after this dream. So that's a wild hair, all right. That's definitely a wild hair up their butt. Oh my gosh, with the moon. I have the secret to my success. That's the secret to my destiny. I've been thinking of this. Now, is it a good thing or a bad thing, or is it literally just, one of those dreams is it really, right? Or is it really something good? Now that's where we need to think. Is it really good? Or is it literally just a dream? Like you're dreaming, bro. That is not going to happen. I don't know. Could they actually do that? I really want to know. Could they actually do that? Two of Swords. It's at a crossroads, whether or not they could or not. Now, why? Why would it be at a crossroads that they, I think it depends on how long does the dream last? Three of Swords. It's madness and disorder. Because it is. It's just a wild dream. It'll just end up there. That's so... I don't like that though. Because it's not a real dream. It's like I just got done being high and I decided, I hit this blunt and now all of a sudden I got a wild dream and because I'm high, um, dude, I'm like so gonna be a lawyer. Okay, when you're done getting high, when you're done being high, come back. Okay, because this is literally like being high. You have those like fantastical dreams or something, and you can like, I don't know, it's like totally a high thing. I'm like gonna be a lawyer, man. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to law school. Okay, well, when you're done coming out of that cloud, you're gonna realize what madness that was because it's not real. So they're gonna get very, very happy over this idea that literally is only going to last until the thought deteriorates. Oh my God. Okay, so don't take that too serious. It's just a thought. It's not meaning they couldn't do it. If they actually put, for a lot of you, I mean, if they really put their actions where their mouth was, they could totally do it. But this is like one of those heydays. I'm in a haze. And it doesn't mean they get high. I'm just saying it's like a high thought. I mean, they could be sober as hell, just waking up and maybe they had a wild dream. I mean, maybe they literally were dreaming or just overthinking a situation. I mean, it doesn't mean they have to be doing drugs or anything like that. I'm just saying that's really what it feels like. It feels like they're kind of out there. Wow, you're just going after your victory and your success, guys. You're like really just going after your own Nine of Cups. I mean, you're really in the satisfaction of where you want to be. It's like, it's crazy anyways. It's almost like you already know that that's just them over there daydreaming and becoming a daydream believer, because that's not really what's going to happen. No. In fact, you already have mistrust to this situation because you know that they're not really going to do anything that they say they're going to do. There's a lot of, it's all talk. Even if it's a dream or a fantasy, they're high, they're drunk, whatever the situation is, it doesn't matter. I mean, to you, it doesn't matter anyways because you already see the disloyalty to the situation and you know they're all talk. I mean, this is just all talk anyways. And you mistrust the situation. You're like, yeah, right, okay. Well, when that day comes, then I'll go ahead and give you that pat on the back that you need or that step up or, that helping hand. But until then, sit down. Just sit back down because you're not really doing anything. If anything, you're getting in the way because you're not doing nothing. You're just jabbering. Eight of Swords. Wait, 8 or 9? Sorry, 9 of Swords. Yeah, it's definitely 9 of Swords. They're all in their head. They're like really stuck into this situation, but they're also kind of getting you stuck in the situation because you're getting kind of tired of putting up with this nonsense. You're really looking for your wish fulfillment and you're really looking for out for yourself and you really for a lot of you you're really waiting for them to come up with this passionate project like something really good for themselves, right? It becomes very frustrating when they keep saying this and that or the other, and if it's a coworker it's like settle down because that's not going to happen. We're not going to be able to do something like that. Okay, now you're wishing upon a star over here. Okay, which is just nonsense because no matter what, guys, it's all nonsense. Okay, it's an illusion. They're disillusioned. The moon card is an illusion, a card of an illusion. You got 7 of Cups, that's a card of an illusion as well. So it's all disillusioned. It's all just, dream talk. You're looking for something that's stable. You're looking for something that's going to allow the situation to overfill the cup. You're waiting for something, for them to actually step up and do something that's actually going to be fruitful, that's actually going to do something, dedicate themselves to something that is worthwhile and real. Not this. And it looks like a lot of times they're just literally, no matter what they're doing, it's almost like they're causing more havoc than it's really worth. Their future over here is like, yeah, you're looking at your future, but you're looking at it all wrong because you're looking at it from like, unicorns and I don't know, rainbows and unicorns, which, you know, unicorns don't exist. I don't know. It's like up in the air. It's not real. And so this is going to cause a disagreement because they're going to continue with this exaggeration of what's going on within this situation. And that's not going to help the situation. You need something that's stable. You need something that can actually prove itself to actually be able to grow or something, you know what I mean? Something that's real. Whatever this is going on is not real. Okay? And you know this, and this is starting to worry you because it's almost like to the point where it's like, that's not real, or that's not a real job. Okay? Or that, you know, that's not how things go. There is, again, a card of an illusion. Again, this is an illusion. That's not how things work. So it could even be somebody who's at a workplace who thinks they're going to get work going in a certain direction or doing something, but you know that that's just not the way things really work. And for some reason, they're making up this kind of thing in their head to where this is really going to work. That's really this and that, however it is. But there's a lot of mistrust on how this is really going, because you know that's just fabrication, guys. It's not real. And it's not even really a lie. It's literally an illusion. Okay? I give him to the illusion for the Halloween portal, right? I mean, you could say, like, good job. You know, you pat him on the back and be like, good job trying, man. You know, you did a good job. I mean, at least you were, you know, using the brain. You were trying, right? But that's not going to work because that's not reality. And that's literally what it is. It's not reality. The spider, yes, trying to web something. Community and web weaving. And definitely within this storyline with this web here, I don't even have to read the story. I'm not even going to read it from the book so much because look at it the way it is. They're webbing together illusions. It's just they're webbing together things that don't make sense. It's like first you drop the ball and you don't want to pick the ball up right. I told you to put it into my court so that I could help you out. And then you come up with some wild ideas and then you want to argue about it with me to the point where it's, you know, it's nonsense. So it's almost like they're kind of drawing towards nonsense over here as they're trying to weave a web of not even lies or deceit. Well, it could be deceit. I mean, delusions could be deceitful. It's mostly webbing together illusions. That's not how life works. You see what I'm saying? You know, it's like they want to be, you know, I don't know, a scientist or something. It's like something that they have to go to a university or something for, and it's like they didn't even finish high school. That is a freaking illusion. You're not going to do that. Okay? You didn't even finish high school. You don't even have a GED. You don't even have a license. You know what I'm saying? Something crazy. To where you know that it's impossible for them to do. You just feel it. You just know it. Or it'd be something that's going to take so long and so much money to do that it would be almost impossible to do that. It could take you a lot of money to do that. If you're in a restaurant business or something and they want you to do, you know, we could do this. And it's like, yeah, okay, so where are you going to get this money? I'm not taking out any more loans. So whatever it is. So just be careful of that because it does feel like whatever's going on over here, it feels very worrisome and it feels like they're trying to put responsibilities onto you. Why is that too? That whatever they're trying to push off as this illusion to get things done, it causes you to have to, what, are you the mom? I mean, is this your kid? I mean, what is going on? Because it almost feels like they're pushing this responsibility on you, like, hey, you could loan me the money to do. No, absolutely not. Yeah, pondering for advice. Pondering for the advice, trying to be a genius, trying to figure this out, needing money, trying to save money. Yeah, see, for some reason, it's like they're trying to take this kind of risk that's going on over here that's actually risky for you, and it's almost like you're the main center of this reading to where it's going, you know what I'm saying? How did it end up on me? Good luck. Till next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.